animals' sense of danger? After the Asian tsunami in 2006, many people recounted stories about how the wildlife reacted before the tsunami hit. One person in Thailand saw thousands of ants rush away from the beach into the forest. Some dog owners said that their dogs refused to go outside. Others heard elephants scream and saw them run to higher ground, 10 days before disaster struck. Despite decades of research, scientists cannot predict when earthquakes or tsunamis will occur. Could animal behavior be a better predictor?
Question: What did ants do before the Asian tsunami? Answer: They rushed away from the beach into the forest.
Some people say that animals have a special kind of power for sensing certain natural disasters. They call it a sixth sense. Beyond the 5 senses we normally talk about, taste, smell, touch, sight, and hearing. The scientific evidence for an animal's sixth sense, however, is slim, says one scientist who studies taste and smell in fish. He says if reports about animals escaping danger are actually true, the animals must be responding to real sensations rather than using some mysterious type of otherworldly perception. These aren't strange events. Animals have developed their senses in ways that allow them to detect sounds, smells, vibrations, or other sensations that people can't detect.
Question: From a scientific view, how can animals escape danger? Answer: They respond to real sensations such as sounds, smell, vibrations, or other sensations.
We use our senses to gather information, from cafeteria smells that tell you it is almost lunchtime to the look on your teacher's face that says she's about to give a quiz. Though animals may not possess a sixth sense, the ways they sense their world are nonetheless very surprising and different from ours. For example, many birds and bugs see shades of ultraviolet and infrared that our eyes cannot see. Seeing these different kinds of light helps them navigate and survive. As for hearing, our ears are tuned to a certain range of sounds, those with frequencies between 20 and 20,000 hertz. However, dolphins can hear frequencies greater than 200,000 hertz. Elephants and whales, on the other hand, communicate using frequencies that are lower than those we detect. The ability to hear things that we can't hear can help explain what looks like strange animal behavior. If your dog suddenly starts barking, for example, it might be simply that she's heard something your ears can't detect.
Question 1. How are the eyes of birds and bugs different from ours? Answer: They see shades of ultraviolet and infrared that our eyes cannot sense. Question 2. What is the range of sounds that human ears can hear? Answer: It is between 20 and 20,000 hertz.
When it comes to sensing earthquakes and tsunamis, feeling the vibrations they create in the earth is probably key, says Joel Greenspan, a sensory scientist. All mammals, including people, have extremely sensitive sensors for vibration in their skin. However, we don't practice using them in the real world nearly as much as animals do. Animals are always in direct contact with the ground. Greenspan says we don't do that any longer. We have shoes and clothes. We pay attention to other people, sights, and sounds. In contrast, an animal can sense the footsteps of predators coming its way when it is standing. Maybe the animals mistook the earthquake and tsunami for a big predator coming to eat them. In response, they ran in the opposite direction and ended up saving themselves.
Question 1. Why can't humans feel as animals do? Answer: Because we are not in direct contact with the ground. Question 2. How do animals sense the vibration of the ground? Answer: They are always in direct contact with the ground.
Even though scientists are far from knowing everything about why animals behave the way they do, most scientists are sure there must be rational explanations, and many explanations have to do with understanding senses by looking for solid evidence. Studying animal senses might never explain everything about why animals act the way they do. Further research, however, might help us understand what it feels like to be an ant, an elephant, or a whale. From their perspectives, the world must look, smell, taste, sound, and feel very different from the way it does to us. And by paying attention to the animal world, we might learn how to help keep ourselves safe in the face of natural disasters.
Question 1. For rational explanations, what do we need to do? Answer. We need to look for solid evidence. Question 2. What might we learn by studying animal senses? Answer. We might learn how to help keep ourselves safe in the face of natural disasters.